Section 66 of A History of the Inquisition of Spain, Volume 3. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. A History of the Inquisition of Spain, Volume 3, by Henry Charles LEA. Statistics of Offences and Penalties. See page 93. It is manifestly impossible to compile the statistics of inquisitorial activity during the centuries of its existence and amid its numerous tribunals, but some fragmentary figures may serve to illustrate the comparative frequency of the offences with which it had to deal and the character of the punishments which it inflicted. As regards the latter, it will be remembered that the sentences usually comprised several penalties. Offences. The following summary of cases acted upon by the Tribunal of Toledo is condensed from the Catálogo de las causas contra la fe seguidas ante el Tribunal del Santo Oficio de Toledo, Madrid, 1903, prepared by Padre Fresca S.J. and Don Miguel Gómez del Campillo, from the original records. As the earliest case is of 1483, page 192, and the latest of 1819, page 81, it would appear to cover the whole activity of the tribunal, but it is manifestly imperfect, in view of the masses of Judaizers reconciled and the effigies burnt of the dead and fugitives in the early years of the organization. Volume 1, pages 165-72 and page 183. In a minor degree this is also shown by comparison with tables below of portions of the period from other sources. These latter also have interest as indicating changes in the character of offences at successive periods. The classification of Señor Gómez del Campillo is as follows: bigamy, 188; blasphemy, 755; fornication not a sin, 259; personating officials and forged licenses, 48; fautorship of heretics, 60; sorcery, 296; heresy, Illuminism, 39; Anglicanism, 14; Calvinism, 18; Freemasonry, 3; Lutheranism, 79; general, 72; deluded and deluders, 25; impeding the Inquisition, 62; violation of disabilities, 91; insults to officials, 186; personating priesthood, 33; Judaizers, 977; prohibited books, 34; Moriscos, 219; irreverence and scandalous speeches, 551; false witness, 34; propositions, erroneous, 60; scandalous, 63; heretical, 46; marriage in orders, 16; sacrilege, 74; solicitation in confession, 105; various, 43. A manuscript volume in the library of the University of Aye contains the reports to the Suprema by the Tribunal of Toledo of its operations from the auto de fe of September 4, 1575, to that of February 7, 1610. The auto of 1595 is, however, missing, and the report of the last one is incomplete, breaking off at the 10th case. So far as it goes, the record for these 35 years embraces 1,172 cases, an analysis of which yields the following results: bigamy, 53; blasphemy, 46; fornication not a sin, 264; personating officials, 13; sorcery, 18; heresy, Illuminism, 12; Protestant sects, 47; Greek Christians, 3; offences against the Inquisition, 22; personating priesthood, 25; Judaizers, 174; Moriscos, 190; irreverence, 5; false witness, 8; false witness in cases of limpieza, 57; solicitation in confession, 52; Propositions, marriage better than priesthood, 30. Scholastic discussion at Alcalá, 7. Ridicule of pious observances, 3. Story about St. Peter, 4. Excuse for blasphemy, 1. On God, 9. On Christ, 5. On the Virgin, 4. On Magdalene, 4. On belief in Virgin and Saints, 1. On the grace of God, 1. On salvation, 12. On the resurrection, 6. On the future life, 4. On indulgences, 9. On images, 6. On the necessity of Mass, 6. On confession, 5. On intercessory prayer, 1. On offerings for the dead, 3. On the Eucharist, 3. On the sacraments, 1. On canonization and saints, 3. On the authority of Scripture, 1. On the miracle of the loaves and fishes, 1. On the stigmata of St. Francis, 1. On excommunication, 1. On marriage and adultery, 9. On oaths, 1. On holy orders, 1. On Moors, 1. On self-damnation, 1. On infidelity, 1. On impeccability, 1. On sin inevitable, 1. On the papal power, 2. On women, 1. On homicide, 1. On the Inquisition, 3. On the royal power, 3. On incest, 1. On the defeat of the Armada, 1. Various, 8. Offences of officials, 22. Slander, 1. Hermaphrodite, 1. Quarrel over an Irish benefice, 1. Imposture, 1. Smuggling of horses, 1. Apostate frailes, 2. Favoring Vendoma, Henry IV, 1. Irregularities, 1. In Legajo 1 of the Archivo Histórico Nacional, Inquisición de Toledo, there is a volume of which the introductory lines state that on February 8, 1648, Gonzalo Bravo Grajera, then inspecting the tribunal, reminded the inquisitors that a Carta Acordada of May 22, 1570, required a register to be kept of all penitents appearing in the autos, with their punishments. Thereupon a book was procured for the purpose, and the record commenced. It extends from 1648 to 1794, and is doubtless complete. An analysis of this yields the following results: Bigamy, 62. Blasphemy, 37. Fornication not a sin, 3. Personating officials, 4. Fautorship, 16. Sorcery, 100. Illuminism, Molinism, etc., 17. Protestantism, 11. Heresy, 3. Suspicion of heresy, 2. Deluded and deluders, 16. Impeding the Inquisition, 13. Insulting officials, 3. Disrespect to Inquisition, 5. Speaking ill of Inquisition, 1. Personating priesthood, 12. Judaism, 659. Mahometanism, 5. Apostasy, 2. Irreverence and sacrilege, 3. Propositions, 74. Marriage in orders, 10. Solicitation in confessional, 68. Mala doctrina in confessional, 9. Rebaptism Greek, 1. Errors, 1. Hypocrita, 1. Fray Barrocosa, 2. Gypsy, 1. Greek, 1. Atheism, 1. Burlesque sermon, 1. Threatening a witness, 1. Hiding confiscated property, 1. Offense of a notary, 1. Blackmailing, 1. Breaking prison, 2. Breaking exile and presidio, 4. Non-performance of sentence, 1. Cofradia execrable, 1. Improper rules for a congregation, 1. Printing without a license, 1. In the Royal Library of Berlin, Quarto 9548, is a volume containing relations of 64 autos held in various tribunals between 1721 and 1727. During this period, inquisitorial energy was mainly directed against Judaism, as will be seen from the following summary of the cases: bigamy, 35; blasphemy, 4; fautorship, 2; sorcery, etc., 57; Protestantism, 3; heresy, 4; deluders, 2; personating priesthood, 1; personating officials, 1; Judaism, 824; apostasy, 6; Mahometanism, 1; marriage in orders, 1; false witness, 17; rebaptism, 2; breaking prison, 3. Punishments. In the Toledo record of 1575 to 1610 the sentences include: relaxation in person, 15; in effigy, 18; confiscation, 185; fines, aggregating 2,586,625 maravedis, 141; reconciliation, 207; in effigy, 1; sanbenito, 186; imprisonment, 175; reclusion in convent or hospital, 87; galleys, 91; scourging, 133; vergüenza, 26; exile, 167; prohibition to leave Spain, 6; gagging, 20; deprivation of confessing, 42; disability for orders, 10; to be last in choir and refectory, 26; the discipline, 11; spiritual penances, 17; hearing mass as penitent in church, 66; hearing mass in audience chamber, 150; abjuration de vehementi, 21; de levi, 49; reprimand or warning, 56; to write no more books, 1; temporary suspension from priestly functions, 1; public recantation, 1; cases dismissed, 30; cases suspended, 98; acquittals, 51. The Toledo record from 1648 to 1794 yields the following summary: relaxation in person, 8; in effigy, 63; confiscation, 417; fines, aggregating 30,600 ducats, 50; fines of half property of culprits, 14; reconciliation, 445; prison and sanbenito, short terms, 183; prison and sanbenito, perpetual, 161; prison and sanbenito, irremissible, 82; reclusion in convents, etc., 91; galleys, presidios and arsenals, 98; scourging, 92; vergüenza, 10; exile, 566; deprivation of confessing, 68; disability for orders, 3; suspension from orders, 4; suspension from confessing, 1; suspension from preaching, 11; deprivation of priestly functions, 5; degradation from priesthood, 1; abjuration de vehementi, 51; de levi, 314; reprimand, 467; cases suspended, 104; acquittals, 6. The sentences in the 64 autos de fe between 1721 and 1727 include: relaxation in person, 77; relaxation in effigy, 74; confiscation, 776; fine of one half of property, 12; reconciliation, 630; prison and sanbenito, short terms, 252; prison and sanbenito perpetual, 113; prison, etc., irremissible, 275; galleys and presidio, 99; scourging, 297; vergüenza, 13; exile, 189; abjuration de vehementi, 31; abjuration de levi, 125. End of Section 66.